Sausalito houseboats. They look great when the tide's in, and they cost upwards of $500,000. But when the tide's out, they look like hell. And you don't own anything. You just own a houseboat and a right to sit on the bay. So after a harrowing night in a marina, a houseboat marina, where we stealth camped, we decided to punt on the city. I've done the major tourist attractions before in San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge, Lombardi Street, and some of the other wonderful places. So I really didn't want to hang around and do it all over again this trip. I decided, let's get rid of all the crowds and go do something else. One of my favorite things, driving up Highway 1 all the way to Bodega Bay and further. So that's what I decided to do. One thing I did want to do before I left was meet the very famous Will Prouse. He's another YouTube blogger. He lives in San Francisco. And I sent him an email and he responded back, "Who are you?" And I'm not sure if that was really saying like, are you anyone? But the gist of it was that he didn't want to meet me, despite the fact that I'm one of the guys that have helped make him famous. And that seems to be the typical attitude of a lot of YouTube people. It just drives me nuts when people gain fame on YouTube and then all of a sudden they're too good for you. It's too bad. And Will's a smart kid. He's got a lot on the ball. But obviously, he doesn't know how to treat his fans.
Sharp right onto Panoramic Highway.
I think we were here.
Yeah, I think we were here. So we headed over the hill on our way to Bodega Bay. So the route over the hill is spectacular, and finally you start catching a glimpse of the bay. And it's kind of hard to realize that what you are traveling along is the bay. It really looks like a fjord or a big river, but it's the very tip of the San Francisco Bay Area. There are some pretty cool places to stop and buy oysters. This area of the bay is famous for oysters. And of course the views are just to die for. Well, finally you leave the fjord-like end of the bay and start heading up the coast. Oyster Company in Marshall.
Oyster Company, oh my God. Yo sé bien que estoy afuera, pero el día en que yo me eché, mi madre y yo lo plantamos en el límite del patio donde termina la casa. A lot of motorhomes staying here.
That was further up.
Farther up, yeah, a little farther up.
That's more.
But that was before Bodega Bay, no?
Way after Bodega Bay.
Way after?
Yeah.
Really? Are you sure?
We'll be going there eventually. That was in northern California.
Really?
Yeah, remember we came over that really crazy road, which hopefully we'll go back over.
Yeah.
And then it was right after that, Fort Smith, I think.
Solo espero.
Riding down to Dillon Beach, quite a drop down to sea level. We probably were about beach campground. How do you like that?
Beach campground?
Yeah, let's go down and take a look.
Dillon Beach. Dillon Beach, cafe and general store around the corner. Es cierto que el amor de los amores nunca más sale. Los niños me preguntan por su madre cuando miran que su madre. Wow, that's nice.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
Quisiera que me hicieras mucha falta y gritarte que regreses, pero aquí no hay novedad. No te preocupes por mí. Hey, $10 for parking.
We're just kind of looking around, so. Is there beach access without paying $10?
It's here in Lawson's Landing. That's it.
And how much do they charge down there?
I think it's the same.
It is. And what time does this close?
9 o'clock.
At 9. Is this the ocean or
This is ocean. Down towards the campground is more bay.
is more bay, huh? Okay, well I think we'll go down to the campground.
Where?
Further down, you have to flip a U.
Okay.
Thanks. You want to pay $10 to get your feet wet?
You crazy hotel.
So the deal is $10 to camp. You have to be out by 9 o'clock. Camp is not the right word. Park. Then you can go down to the other end and you can camp. I don't know what they charge to camp overnight. Beach looks like a lot of fun, but a lot of people too. We know a beach further up the coast, which we wouldn't get to today. It's too far. But you can, if you're smart and you know how to do it, you can literally stay right on the other side of the dune from the beach. Not officially, but we've done that before. So probably tomorrow night, that's where we would be. Today, we're gonna go look at Bodega Bay, I think, and maybe buy some of their great cod seafood, and we might come back here. So the place to buy seafood in Bodega Bay is in the harbor. There's a place called, I think it's Spud Point Seafood. There are a lot of places along the road that you can eat, but they're expensive and nothing compares to this. This is fresh, right off the boat. It's expensive too, trust me, but it's the best and the freshest, and that's why. Also, we love the harbor view of the boats, the sailing boats, the fishing boats, all kinds of boats. Bodega Bay is one of my favorites, always will be. Please subscribe, like, and share. This is Tim Painter, signing off from Bodega Bay.